Mm. Welcome.
Welcome to Daily Invocation, Soul's Check-In, your beloved source for information and inspiration for your healing, attainment, and liberation.
Good.
We have a little bit of weed whacking in the background here at the farm, so we're hoping the noise suppression works well. This week, it came to us to invoke on connection. So with a few deep breaths, let's check in, connect, ground, uplift, and today, specifically, we're going to be invoking connecting in community. And Guru Nadera will kick us off with a lovely experience from yesterday. So as you're invoking, join us on this journey of ecstasy.
I wanted to talk about this especially because of the year and a half or so of events leading to potentially more and more separation between human beings, and connection is one of the biggest values, one of our three major values at Soul's Enterprise. So I had the opportunity to go to an ecstatic dance ceremony yesterday, which included cacao and contact improv, a little bit of teaching. And it was also based in a community that is forming. It's near to this farm where we are, and it was just phenomenal. I had not attended somebody else's ecstatic dance. I obviously we lead our own here once a month, but I had not been to one that somebody else was leading. So it's a different kind of experiencing. And there were at least 25 people, and people would flow in and out of the ceremonial dance space. Overall, it just added to the energy of the dance, the deepening of the connection, being able to, even that is a dance, to connect with other people, maybe dance with them, interact with them in some way, whether it was the eyes or physical contact, etc. And then go back in when there was a song that kind of called us to deepen our inner knowing. It also was an opportunity. I went with three other people here at Finca de Vida. And so it was an opportunity to engage with them further, connect with them outside of the farm and being more of our social selves and meeting new people, etc. So it was very high energy. And I came back with this kind of reignited spirit around community. And I also realized that no matter where Prasad and I travel to since October and even before then, we're constantly forming community wherever we are. I've also spent a lot of time after dinner. So dinner here is plated and served at 5:30 every night, and you could choose to opt in or not, but most people do. And then we drink tea and spend the next hour or two just chatting, unless I have work. And I've been enjoying that more this time around than any other time before. There are also longer term guests this time rather than constant flow of people coming in and out of this particular community. So even though it's not technically a community, it's a retreat center where people come and detox or enjoy the vegan, raw, vegetarian lifestyle, etc. people come to lose weight, etc. It's still there. There's the volunteers, the owners that live here. So you can still build a community wherever you are, even if it is for that day or that event. So I wanted to extend the invitation to all of us to continue to think and maybe reinvent what community means to us in this day and age, because we're all at different comfort zones with being out in physical spaces. We're happy to provide hybrid spaces where we could connect online and in person. Hopefully at some point we'll have, people joining at Samuel's house or Bonnie's house or Andrea's house, etc., to where you can also enjoy both ways of communing with people, communing with each other in a very intentional way. So lots of invitations to just remind ourselves, remind each other to also make that phone call, maybe rely on text messaging or social media a little bit less and actually call someone, even if you get their voicemail. I can't tell you 9 times out of 10, when I leave even a recorded message, how you can do that now on most messaging apps, people really like to hear my voice rather than read a text, and they will comment on that 9 out of 10 times. Even that connects us. We have distinct voices for a reason. There's vibration in the frequency that our voice carries, etc. And so little things like that you could think about for your day. If you are comfortable leaving the house and enjoying some people in person, do that. Whether it's a stranger, say hello when you're walking outside or on the beach or etc. So there are many ways to invite ourselves further into connecting in community.
And to piggyback on that, to invoke this connecting into community, I also wanted to deepen a little bit internally for ourselves. This great news, I think, that we have choice as adults, even to a degree as children, but as adults, we get to choose our community. Like Karuna was saying, wherever we go, it kind of happens and we're super passionate about it. Everyone knows what an extrovert I am. Everyone knows how deep she is. So it just kind of happens spontaneously. But I really want everyone to take a moment and invoke that you get to choose your community. You get to choose the depth. You get to put up your boundaries and say, no, I won't be in community with you. Maybe you have a great family and you're close with them. Maybe you don't, and you choose that they're not part of your community. But and it evolves, of course. It changes and shifts. Souls Enterprise is a community, right? What communities are you involved in? Do you want to go deeper? Are you in too much? Do you want to extract yourself? So it's a great thing to invoke and look into your participation in community.
And the last thing I wanted to say is that there are traditions, there are cultures around the world that believe that the self does not and cannot exist without the other. So we'll leave you with that for today.
Thank you, everyone. And coming up is Connection with Self. Stay tuned. Much love.
Hasta luego.